Most dangerous and deadliest roads in the world kill many people every year, and hundreds of cars fall from them. From a road that is only accessible for a few hours a day when the sea level is low, to the most strange and dangerous road in Washington, where just a few moments of inattention can make you fall over 100 meters into the sea. You would never think of crossing them, and you won't believe these roads exist. It is hard to even imagine how such roads are built. Le Pas de Gois. Le Pas de Gois is a 4.1 kilometers long road in France. It is very dangerous because it is flooded by the high tide twice a day and can only be driven for a few hours each day. If you are not careful about the tide times, you can get trapped by the rising water and have to wait for rescue on one of the elevated towers. The road is also slippery with seaweed and exposed to strong winds and waves. There are occasionally deaths as people become trapped by the quickly rising tide and drown in their cars. In 2016, a 75-year-old man died after his car was swept away by the waves. The road is very dangerous and requires caution and attention to the tide times and the weather conditions. 4. The Bolivia Road of Death. Bolivia Road of Death, also known as the Yungas Road, is a narrow and winding road that connects the Bolivian capital of La Paz with the Amazonian region of Yungas. It is considered one of the most dangerous roads in the world because of its steep slopes, lack of guardrails, frequent landslides, and poor visibility. The road was built in the 1930s by Paraguayan prisoners of war during the Chaco War, a conflict between Bolivia and Paraguay over the control of the Chaco region. The road was the only route for transporting goods and people between La Paz and Yungas until 2006, when a new and safer road was constructed. The old road is now mainly used by tourists who want to experience the thrill of biking or driving along the edge of death. The road has claimed hundreds of lives over the years, and many roadside memorials mark the spots where vehicles have plunged into the abyss. The road is also known for its scenic beauty and biodiversity, as it passes through different climatic zones and ecosystems, from the high-altitude Andean mountains to the lush tropical rainforest. The worst road accident happened on July 24, 1983, when a bus veered off the road and into a canyon, killing more than 100 passengers. The death road is a very dangerous road that has claimed many lives over the years. Before we move on to the third dangerous road, please like the video. 3. Zojila is a high mountain pass in the Himalayas. It is in the Kargil district of Ladakh and connects the Kashmir Valley to the Dras and Suru valleys and the Indus Valley. It is one of the highest and most dangerous passes in India. It is also a historic site, as it was the scene of a battle between India and Pakistan in 1948, where India used tanks to recapture the pass. Zojila is a killer road because it is very narrow, unpaved, and prone to landslides, avalanches, snow, and earthquakes. It also has many sharp curves and steep drops, making it a risky drive for anyone. The road is often closed during winter due to snow and faces unpredictable weather conditions. In 2018, 11 people died and 34 were injured when a bus fell into a gorge near the pass. Considering all this, the best time to drive on Zojila is between June and early October. From mid-October until April, this route remains closed due to heavy snowfall. What do you think? How dangerous is this road? And can you cross this path easily or not? Karnali Highway. The highway is also known as H13 and is 232 km long. The highway was completed in 2007 but is still under development. The Karnali region is the most remote and least developed zone in Nepal, and the highway is essential for the people living there to access markets, healthcare, education, and other services. Karnali Highway is very dangerous because of many factors, such as the road is mostly paved but has some gravel sections and narrow stretches. The highway is prone to landslides, floods, potholes, and accidents. It is also often overloaded with vehicles carrying more passengers than their capacity. The vehicles are sometimes old, unserviced, or unfit for the road. There occurred 1,821 road accidents in Karnali alone in the last 9 fiscal years. The death toll in these accidents is 991, while 1,527 people got seriously injured. This shows how deadly the highway is for travelers. Before moving on to the first case of the most dangerous road, if you have liked the video so far, subscribe to our channel and click the bell next to it to be notified of our next videos. This case is a little different from the previous 4 roads because it is one of the most dangerous bridges in the world. It kills many people every year. As you can see, this bridge looks strange and dangerous from aerial maps, but in fact, the bridge itself is straight. To cross this bridge, in order to survive, it is better to be fully focused. Deception Pass. Bridge, a 2-lane bridge that connects Whidbey Island and Fidalgo Island in Washington State. It is one of the most scenic and historic bridges in the Pacific Northwest, and it spans over the narrow and turbulent waterway of Deception Pass. The bridge is about 180 feet above the water and spans a narrow channel with strong currents and whirlpools. The bridge is also a popular tourist attraction and offers scenic views of the surrounding landscape. Unfortunately, the bridge is also a known spot for suicides, as some people in crisis choose to jump off the bridge to end their lives. Some people have called for the installation of barriers, such as nets or fences, to prevent future tragedies at the bridge. Apart from these, there are definitely hundreds of other roads and highways that are very dangerous and threaten people's lives. If you know such roads or have seen them in your place of residence, share them with us in the comments. And stay tuned for one of the mega project videos because it can be interesting and exciting for you.